What's going on, man?
First of all, I want to shout out the DC Blacks. I want to shout out Ian. I want to shout out everybody, the whole District of Columbia. When I first came on this whole social media platform, it was crazy to me. You got to think that, I'm an old head. I did 21 years, so if you do the math, any nigga that did 21 years got some age on it. You understand me? And my partner right here that I've been knowing since I was, 10 years old, interviewed me the first month I got out. But the world didn't hear from me until 9 months later when I finally decided that I wanted to do this. And people just want me to tell prison stories, you know what I'm saying? They want me to just tell the shit I've been through, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I did 21, but I was in the pen for 19 of those years. Straight. I had never went to a medium or low account or anything like that. I was in the United States Penitentiary for 19 straight years. And I saw a lot. What I mean by I saw a lot is when you first get to a penitentiary, you're gonna have homies that's schooling you. I wasn't green to the game because I had been to the state joint 6 times before the Fed got me. I'm gonna say that again. I'm talking about dating back to the 80s. In and out the state. But when the Fed got me, it was a different game. So when I came in, the first thing dudes was telling me about, hey man, this is the dynamics when you come here. The first thing you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get that paperwork. You got 30 days to get that paperwork. That's why my whole brand is my paperwork 100. Y'all get that merch too. Is you got to get that paperwork. Paperwork is like driver license in the Fed. It's driver license, bro. Like if you ain't got that, you ain't shit. You ain't got to be the toughest nigga. You ain't got to be the biggest nigga. You ain't got to be none of that. But that paperwork will get you through hell, man. Trust me. So anyway, as they telling me about everything, the paperwork, they also schooling me on different cars. And when I say cars, I'm speaking of like groups, not necessarily gangs, but groups. You know what I'm saying? And I've never been gang affiliated. You heard me? But I'm from Florida. I represent the Florida car. That's what I am. I'm a big Florida representative all day long. I wear the flag on my motherfucking back. Don't get it twisted. That's who I am. I am from Florida. I'm a Florida native, born and raised all my life. So when I went there, they was telling me about, the dynamics of the feds and how it worked. And one of the first things they told me was about the DC car. And what I mean by the DC car is how they roll and how they rock. Now, I want to start this interview off saying is that I don't have no strife for anything against no dude from DC. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Wendell Smith, aka Big Dog. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out Big Dog. Big Dog, I'm gonna tell you how I met Big Dog. Big Dog was an imposing figure. Big Dog was probably 6'5", 280 pounds. Didn't have a whole lot of fat on him. He was an old nigga. But when I met the nigga had been in 25 years, nigga, and that was damn near 10 years ago. Okay, I was in a single cell in the SHU. In the SHU is special housing unit, which in other words is confinement. I was back there for about a year and a half straight, 23-hour lockdown. This in the pen. So Big Dog came to the SHU, but didn't nobody want to take him. So I can hear his voice down there. He ranting and raving. He going crazy because Big Dog a hell of a character. Big Dog a gangster man from DC. Don't get it twisted, nigga. That's my big homie. I'm gonna say it again. He's from DC. But Big Dog is my big homie. So I can hear him down there ranting and raving like a motherfucker. And next thing you know, I tell the police, I say, look, because the police come to me and say, hey, look, Dixon. They say, look, Dixon. They say, look, you done been in a single cell now for about 2 months. We need the space. This and that. We got a guy down there, but he's from DC. Now, technically, I can go hard on this shit because anybody who been to the Fed, and I want y'all to quote me on this, you will never see Florida and DC in the same cell together. You will never see that. I don't care if it's from the penitentiary, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go deeper than that. I don't even care if it's from ADX all the way down to a camp or a lower or either a halfway house. You will never see Florida and DC in the same cell together because they understand the history. However, Big Dog was a man and he was a good nigga. You know what I'm saying? I like the Big Dog. Big Dog a bully too. Let's not get that twisted. He's a straight bully. But he a good bully. And what I mean a good buddy is, when he came to my motherfucking cell, right, the police brought his motherfucking ass to my cell, because I had met him on the compound already, so it's not like that I didn't know him. I met him through my homie Kane. Shout out to my dog Kane. You know, Kane a friendly motherfucker. He befriending niggas from DC and everything. But anyway, when I hear his big dog, I say, listen, when they bring him to my cell, I looked out that motherfucking window, because at any time I can buck, and ain't nothing the police can do. There's nothing the police can do, because Florida and DC has no reason to be in the cell together. It's documented. We cannot cell together. When that motherfucking nigga brought his ass to my cell, I said, check this out, big boy. We ain't gonna have no problems out of you in this cell. He bust out laughing. For the next 4 months, me and Big Dog was sellers. So I said that to say is that I have no strife against dudes from DC. The only thing I can do is go by what I saw. And if you go back to them videos, bro, let's get deeper. If you go back to the first video I made with Spliff DTV, shout out to my nigga Spliff, Houston, Texas. I didn't spare my homeboys from Florida. Oh no, I didn't spare their ass too. If you was in prison and you was on homosexuals and you wasn't telling these people, you know what I'm saying, whenever you got out, whatever you doing, I was exposing them. I got a whole video about one of my homeboys named Bear. A whole video. A whole video. So to my nigga EB from DC, EB, I was at Coleman with him, big boy, he used to sell me plates and shit. He a solid nigga from DC. He felt some kind of way about the shit I was saying. But at the same time, like I said, is I came in the early 2000s, late 90s. I don't know what year Lawton closed. I almost want to say it was 98, 90, probably 99, 97, something like that. But when I came in, it was a different breed of DC niggas in there, bro. Straight up. And yes, I have met some good men out of DC. Shout out to Money. I know the whole DC car know Money. Shout out to Kevin Gray. Let me tell you a story about Kevin Gray. So I'm going to tell you about Kevin Gray. I didn't know who Kevin Gray was. So I'm going to give you all the short version. I'm going to make a whole video about it. But I'm on the rec field. And I'm the shit there. You know what I'm saying? I done been in the pen at this time probably 10 years. So a dude from DC walk up to me, but he got about 20 niggas from him. I mean, he got about 20 niggas with him. So when he walk up to me, quite naturally, I don't know you. I know all these niggas from DC, but what the fuck is y'all walking up to me for? Make a long story short, nigga walk up to me, he real respectful and everything, right? He said, check this out, Slim. He said, I ain't trying to disrespect you and nothing like that right there, but it's them glasses for sale. So at this time, I get offended because if you in any kind of pen or max or anything like that, if I ain't got no for sale sign on my glasses, a nigga being disrespectful by even icing me about these bitches. So now I'm in defense mode because there's 12 niggas from DC. This nigga standing in front of me. I'm the only nigga from Florida right here. We at Coleman. This in 2008, 2009. We on the rec field. You dig what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm feeling some kind of way, and the nigga just throwed it out there. He said, hey man, check this out, man. I like them glasses. I don't know who he is at this time. I don't know this Kevin Gray. I don't even know a Kevin Gray out of DC. I never heard of him in my life. But you know what I'm saying? The only thing I know, the nigga looked like Money in prison, and he got a whole gang of niggas around him. What the fuck is going on? He said, look at me, I don't mean no disrespect, Slim, or anything. Like, he said, man, you want to sell them glasses? I'm like, no, my nigga, I don't want to sell these glasses. No. Like I said, I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm on my Florida shit. Keeping it real, I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm on my Florida shit. I know these niggas from DC. I don't have nothing against them at this time, but I'm walking around. Shout out to my nigga Tricky. Tricky did 18 years. Tricky gave me them Gucci glasses. He had some real Gucci glasses whenever he went home. He gave them to me. He had 18 years. That's my player partner, man, out of Kansas City, Missouri, nigga. So anyway, so I'm standing in front of nigga Kevin Gray, and he like, hey Slim, ain't no disrespect or nothing like that, man. Did you sell them glasses? I'm like, no, my nigga, I ain't selling my glasses. The nigga say, I give you $2,500 for them glasses. Bro, when he said them $2,500, which I had been getting money anyway, in prison anyway, nigga, I took them bitches off my face and put them in his hand. On the next move, for all y'all don't know what a move is, they have 10-minute moves in the federal penitentiary. Every hour you have 10 minutes to get from point A to point B. He said, on the next move, my nigga, I'm gonna have your money. And goddamn, some dude from DC came up to me, my nigga, with a goddamn sock with a knot tied at the end of that bitch. And I think it was 500 or 600 books in that bitch. And for y'all don't know what books is, off them 500 or 600 books that he gave me in actual stamps, was, you know what I'm saying, physical writing stamps, I converted that into $2,500 cash. And that was my encounter, you know what I'm saying, with Kevin Gray. And then, you know, I didn't find out later till, you know, he was a big gangster from DC, understand me. he was getting millions of dollars. It's like I always tell niggas, that's the worst kind of nigga you can have in the game. A nigga that get millions of dollars and a nigga that'll whack your ass. And I ain't supporting no violence and nothing like that right there. I'm just telling the life I come from. You got niggas that just money getting niggas. They been getting money all their life. That's all they know. They ain't into no violence and nothing like that. But then you got niggas like Booby. You got the niggas like the Kevin Grays. You know what I'm saying? You got the niggas like the goddamn, slimy motherfucker Owl Pole. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that get millions, but they'll get dirty, my nigga. And that's the worst kind of nigga, my nigga. I'm gonna tell you. Robbers don't rob robbers. No. One time I was late night one night at somebody that was in Johnson Coast. Shout out to my city, Tampa, Florida, my nigga. Shout out to the whole Florida. I was at the hump, bro. About 8 niggas rolled up on me. I was down bad too. I had a pistol on me. About $7. Probably about 21 years old. $7 a pistol and some Boudadine. For all y'all know what Boudadine is, that's fake dope. I had it in my pocket. I had an empty pistol on me too. Them niggas draw down. They rolled up on me, KC. Boom. They jumped out in that bitch. Boom. So when they jumped out on me, dog, I was so busted and disgusted, right? I looked up at the motherfucker. They had on masks and everything. I said, dog, I'm so fucked up, my nigga. I want to go with y'all niggas. I swear to God, they let me go, man. They let me go. They let me go. They looked at me because they seen the look in my eye. I was so disgusted. I looked down and I said, dog. And really, if they would have said, hey, come on, man, get in this van, I probably would have went. I had an empty pistol on me, man.
Yeah.
This was in 1989, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, shout out to the DC car. I ain't got nothing with DC. And then, I want to address, because I ain't going to lie, man. Sometimes men don't want to show, their emotions and shit like that. And I ain't really got no emotions. But for the record, to my DC blacks, Eon, ain't nothing about me a little nigga, man. I'm an old head for real, my nigga. I was born in the early 70s, my nigga. I'm 51 years old. And when you said a little nigga, yeah, fuck with me a little bit, nigga. You punched the button. And what I mean by punch the button, because I ain't never been called that nigga. Understand me? But it's all respect, my nigga, at the end of the day. Why you think, my nigga, like I say, I remember I was in the shoe, bro, and niggas used to walk by and see Big Dog in the cell with me. He from DC, I'm from Florida. And I done had homies mad at me about that. But I knew he was a man, my nigga. So I don't want now a nigga from DC to think that I'm on here on some fuck shit. Like I said, if you replay my videos, nigga, I talk about Florida niggas too. I got a whole segment of where I talk about my homeboy Bell where he was fucking a white boy. Whole segments, my nigga. So I don't want you to think, my nigga, like I said, you niggas, like I said, niggas from DC, my nigga, there's a whole lot of gangsters from DC, man. A whole lot of gangsters from DC. Ain't no motherfucking secret. If they find out you a rat, they gonna kill you. Understand me? They stick together like a motherfucker. You understand me? But I ain't gonna get on this here new talking about this again and bite my tongue. When I first came in, my nigga, in the early 2000s, shout out to Whitey, shout out to He-Man. All these niggas right here from DC. These niggas I did time with, hard time with, my nigga. Shout out to Tone, my nigga. When I first got in the system, my nigga, in the early 2000s, it was a different breed of DC. And I can't say every man, because I'd be dead wrong to sit up here and say every man from DC was on butt, he was fucking, but no, I can't say every man, no. But when I first came in, you gotta think, I'm a young nigga from Florida. I'm 28 years old at this time, my nigga, with a first 30 piece. You dig what I'm saying? The crack gave me 27 years, you know what I'm saying? You might well say a 30 piece. And all I know is what my homies are telling me. They telling me the rules of this. Even when they told me about the paperwork shit. Yeah, man, you got 30 days to come up with that shit. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga talking about? What the fuck? And then my homeboy say, no, my nigga, this how they do it, my nigga. This how they roll, my nigga. So yeah, my nigga, I ain't got nothing against DC. Shout out to Big Dog, you know what I'm saying? My motherfucking partner. Big Dog tried to bully me in the cell a couple of times. Hey, listen, when they brought Big Dog to the cell, right, he's a big motherfucker, right? Like I say, the nigga imposing figure like a motherfucker. Solid nigga from DC. When they brought his ass to the cell, before I cuffed up, I looked at his big ass because I hadn't known him before I even went to the shoe. Like I said, I hadn't been to the shoe at this time 9 months, but I ended up doing a total of a year and a half in confinement straight back there because they put me in for the SMOO program.
Explain to the people why you had to cuff up, Red.
Huh?
I don't mean to cut you off, but explain to them why you had to cuff up.
Okay, this is the thing, right? If I'm in the shoe special housing unit and a nigga coming in my cell, I'm not cuffing up first. He gonna cuff up first. No, meaning I don't mind cuffing up first, but I ain't gonna take my cuffs off last. Because I done seen some niggas that was on a mission. And what I mean on a mission is they don't want to be in that cell. They don't want to be where they at. So what they'll do is, when they go in the cell with a nigga, because they going to cuff the dude that's already in the cell by itself, they going to put the cuffs on him first. The second dude, they going to put the cuffs on him last. You don't never ever be the last person with them cuffs. You want to be the first nigga to take the cuffs off. Because sometimes a nigga in the cell that been there for a while, he might have the cuffs on him, my nigga. And the nigga just coming in there, the crackers will take the cuffs off him. And when he take the cuffs off him, the nigga attack him. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I ain't going for none of that. Mm-hmm. If you gonna put somebody new in my cell, take my cuffs off first.
I think that's what happened to the homie said.
Yes. Take my cuffs off first, bro. Yes. So yeah, man. Shout out to the DC Blacks, man. Like I said, man. Money, man. What's up with Money, man? Listen, Money was the only nigga I know from DC, goddammit. That nigga used to be out there playing goddamn golf and shit. Fucking handball with a racket. You can tell Money was like a different kind of nigga from DC. Good nigga, though. Solid motherfucker. Real motherfucker, man. Shout out to all my federal niggas, man. Whether you from DC, Florida, the Midwest, Cali, I don't give a fuck, man. Shout out to all y'all niggas. Yeah, man, I got on my work motherfucking uniform. I'm trying to work me 10 hours a goddamn day today. Listen, man, slow motion better than no motion out here, boys. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, homies. Slow motion better than no motion. I don't give a fuck. Some days I be broke as a bitch, dog. I be broke as a bitch. I be mad as a motherfucking broke as a bitch. But boy, look at here. My nigga, I'm over 50 years old, nigga. A motherfucking 10-year pinch, nigga, hurt me real motherfucking hard, my nigga. A 10-year pinch will destroy me, my nigga. Straight up. Alright. Straight up, bro. Shout out to KC, my nigga. Street Element Magazine, bro. Shout out. This Tampa shit, 813. Big Florida. Big motherfucking Florida, nigga.